Prince Harry says social media has fueled a crisis of hate. And the Duke of Sussex says he's especially concerned about online dangers as a father. It sounds to me, honestly, like Harry is speaking in bumper sticker. Okay, and the reason that social justice warriors speak in bumper sticker is because no variation from the words that are spoken on the left is allowed at all. Any variation at all, any diversity of thought, you will be canceled. Okay, so that's why it sounds like bumper sticker. That's why it sounds like there's literally no thought behind this at all. And I need to read you what Harry actually said, because it's very interesting. In a piece published Thursday at the website Fast Company, Harry acknowledged that he and his wife have been contacting business leaders, heads of major corporations, and chief marketing officers at brands to urge them to stop funding social media, to stop, quote, the crisis of hate, the crisis of health, and the crisis of truth. This stop funding of social media was supposed to happen in July. It is August. I literally did not notice anything. And we need to check and see, well, gosh, was this successful at all? Because companies advertise, they have to advertise, and they advertise on social media. What does that have to do with hate? Yeah, that's my thoughts too. I have no idea. Let's read a little bit. Harry lauded the efforts by a civil rights and racial justice campaign called Stop Hate for Profit, which was led by the Anti-Defamation League, Color of Change, and NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, for sending a $7 billion message through withheld ad dollars. $7 billion. We're going to look at that. Did they reach that goal? I think they did not. From conversations with experts in this space, we believe we have to remodel the architecture of our online community in a way defined more by compassion than hate, by truth instead of misinformation, by equity and inclusiveness instead of injustice and fear-mongering, by free rather than weaponized speech, he continued. Okay, I would not disagree with any part of that. However, I have no idea what he means by that. He continued, this remodeling must include industry leaders from all areas drawing a line in the sand against unacceptable online practices, as well as being active participants in the process of establishing new standards for our online world. What does that mean? Unacceptable online practice. Hate speech is illegal and it's censored. Okay, and there's a difference between free speech and hate speech, and that is already regulated by the government. What are you asking for? Harry likened the online atmosphere to the deadly effects of lead poisoning. In the 1970s, there was a groundbreaking study on the societal effects of lead exposure in kids. The research found a clear connection. Eventually, sweeping health and environmental reforms were put in place to change this. We knew something was harmful to the health of our children, so we made the necessary changes to keep them safe. So, lead was determined to be very dangerous to children, and they took action. What exactly is very dangerous here? There is a huge value in advertisers sitting at the table with advocacy leaders, with policy leaders, with civil society leaders, in search of solutions that strengthen the digital community while protecting its free and open nature, Harry advised. Word salad. What do you mean by that? I have no idea, and I can read. He praised GARM, the Global Alliance for Responsible Media, for evaluating standards and definitions around online hate speech. So they're reevaluating what online hate speech is. And what that actually means is the left wing is saying anyone who disagrees with them, that's hate speech. Okay? Donald Trump Jr. just sent out a tweet about the global bug that disagreed with the mainline narrative. He was banned from Twitter for 12 hours because this was considered dangerous. The free exchange of ideas, anything that disagrees with the mainstream narrative is considered dangerous. No, that's called Marxism. But this is just the beginning, Harry concluded. And our hope is that it's the beginning of a movement where we, as people, place community and connection, tolerance and empathy, joy and kindness above all. Okay, I agree. What does that mean? The internet has enabled us to be joined together. We are now plugged into a vast nervous system that, yes, reflects our good, but too often also magnifies and fuels our bad. We can and must encourage these platforms to redesign themselves in a more responsible and compassionate way. The world will feel it and we will all benefit from it. I have no idea what is the plan, and I think that is intentional. And we need to look at this. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Harry is seeking basically censorship of social media. And this is so left-wing that during the time of Barack Obama's presidency, and no one would say that Barack Obama is right-wing, if this was during the time compared to Barack Obama's presidency, this makes Barack Obama look right-wing. Okay, so this is really far left, what he's advocating. And this is what's going on. And there's a big debate about this in society right now. And that debate is, are all voices that disagree with the left-wing narrative, are they being silenced? And the answer to that is yes. Okay, and he's coming out very firmly on the left side. And this is very similar to repeating the words of Greta Thunberg. And again, when he was speaking the words of Greta Thunberg, he was speaking in bumper sticker. There's only certain words you're allowed to say, and that's why he sounds exactly like Greta Thunberg, with no new ideas, no diversity of thought at all, because that's how it's done. They're so intolerant on the left that they will not tolerate any diversity of ideas, thoughts, or opinions. All thoughts, all words have to be approved. And Megan, is being compared to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Okay, and that's really what's going on here. So let's look at that, and let's skew it in one direction. Is this an attempt to silence all non-SJW, non-Wokerati voices? Anything to the left of the far left? Is this a blatant attempt to silence? And, by posing the question that way, we're going to get a clearer answer. We're taking a side. So is this a blatant attempt to silence all non-SJW Wokerati voices? Is it or isn't it? Surely he understands what he's doing. Ooh, look how positive that is. Now we're going to get some negative cards. There we go. Is this an attempt to silence all non-SJW, ultra, super woke, voices? Karmic relationship. The foundation of this is relationships. Okay. Now remember, the number of the beast, the number of the devil is 666. 6 is the card of relationships. 7 is the card of the spirit, 777. If the devil has a number, it's 666. If God has a number, it's 777. So in the center is relationships. They are building relationships with the left-leaning community, the Barack Obamas, the Michelle Obamas, the Clintons. Okay, so karmic relationship, Sun coming out very publicly in line with these relationships and manifesting very publicly, coming out very publicly on the side of these relationships. 7 and 13, 25 spades, blockages. Okay. I wonder if this is just an attempt to disrupt. What's on top? Earthquake, complete destruction, anarchy, destruction. Are they literally trying to destroy our existing society? Because many of the Antifa and the people rioting and tearing down statues, they literally want to destroy American society as it exists and remake it. That's what the communists in China did. That's what the communists in Russia did. First, you have to destroy what exists, and then you have to remake it in a new image, in a Marxist image. And the first step is Marxism. So separating the people, dividing the people, destroying what exists, destroying everything that exists, that's the earthquake. Okay, so divide and conquer and destroy what exists. What's in the future? Working everything, working everything officially from the highest places, a very deeply rooted and long-term plan, working a very long-term, very insidious plan, working everything, reacting to everything. 21, 24, 27, 32, 8 spades. Yeah, the plan, this is part of a plan to I hate to say it this way, but to destroy the West, to destroy America as it exists today. They literally want to destroy America. That's why they're saying abolish the police, because that's the existing structure. The police are the enforcement arm of the politicians, of the government. So if you destroy the police, you're destroying the government from the back door. You're going through the back door to destroy the existing established way of doing things. So the question I asked is this a blatant attempt to silence all voices that disagree with them? Well, okay, here in the center, they're coming out, they're standing with their fellows, the Barack Obamas, the Antifa, they're standing with the leftists who are creating problems, 5 spades. They're dividing and destroying. Divide the people and destroy what exists. They're trying to go to the highest place. So Harry and Meghan, until they're completely out of the royals, which Harry will maybe never really be completely out of the royals. So he's always playing the royal card. And because Meghan is still married to Harry, she's always playing the royal card. So until they're divorced, if they divorce and there's nothing been announced, then she's always playing the royal card. So they just this is part of the long-term plan to divide and conquer and destroy the existing structure. So it doesn't talk about silencing voices. They're not there yet. They are standing with the far left. Harry and Meghan are standing with the far left. So let's take a look. We'll put Harry here and Meghan here. Obviously, this is stuff that Meghan loves. Harry wasn't anything like this until he got, until there was a net thrown over his head and he was dragged away by Meghan. Okay, so is Harry, how on board is Harry? How on board is Harry? Is Harry like, yeah, let's destroy everything? Or, is this just Meghan's words? Or it's equally Harry and Meghan's words? Or, God forbid, in that book, Finding Freedom, they're going to say that this is all Harry's idea. But that's absurd. So how on board is Harry? Harry, Meghan. How on board is Harry? Harry. We've got the commitment card, Meghan. How on board is Harry? Well, we have a key shift. This is a key change point. 9, 3 hearts. Very sweet. Okay, Harry, he's committed. He's committed to this opportunity and this decision. 9, 11, 3. He is committed. We've got the commitment cards. He's taking this as an opportunity. This is not a deep-rooted commitment. Four-leaf clover this is the opportunity now. And if you blink, this opportunity's gone. That's how committed he is. He's not deeply committed. Meghan, on the other hand, cornerstone. This is her foundation. Okay, she has a secret agenda. She's working against the man. I wonder who the man is. I think that man has red hair and is a prince of England. 24, 6 spades. She very selfishly is working her secret agenda against Harry to build her foundation. 6 spades is also a card of absolute selfishness. It's the incubus succubus, and only one party benefits. And the incubus succubus it's a spirit that has sex with a human host, and it sucks the life out of the human host. Who benefits? Only the spirit. And it's very bad for the human host, and the human, if it goes on long enough, the human can die. Okay, that's how toxic and one-sided it is. Okay, and that's the card we're getting here. So we have a card of deception. Okay, this is her foundation. She's using Harry for her selfish ends secretly without him understanding what he's doing. He is committed. Is he like super duper committed like Meghan? 4 diamonds this is who Meghan is. This is her foundation. Nothing like that on Harry's side. He's double-minded, crossroads. And this is just, oh yeah, I'll do this right now. This is the right thing right now. Okay, and that's all she needs. She just needs him to do it right now. Don't think about it, just do it. So he is committed. He does believe that these are his thoughts, that these are his ideas, but he's being manipulated by Meghan. Absolutely. Okay, so they're talking about the $7 billion boycott of social media. You can kind of hear it in my voice. $7 billion of the boycott of social media. And it was in July. Yo, it's August. I literally did not notice anything. I didn't notice anything. I didn't even see anything in the news. So, how successful was this boycott in July? Well, let's just overall, maybe they'll extend it to August, because people are even saying that, like, it's August, dude. How successful was this boycott of social media? How successful? Oh dear, you didn't see me do the throw. Somebody's gonna scream. Okay, how successful? I handpicked all these cards. Yeah, I handpicked all these cards because, okay. Because you didn't see me throw them. So, how successful was this boycott of social media? Because it supposedly happened in July. Angel, virtue signaling, lovers, we love you. 11, 13, 14, 4 diamonds. So they're trying to create a close and personal relationship with the advertisers during this. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so virtue signaling, they have only good intentions, and that's what it's like. They literally don't have a plan. We just have good intentions. We're angels. And we just love everybody. Swirled peas. We just love everybody. And that's our foundation. Only good intentions. Underneath 12 and 12. 24, 6 spades. 6 spades, 6, 6. 6, 6, 6. Devil. 6, 6, 6. Devil. 6, 6, 6. Devil. And fox. This is a very clever plan to develop these relationships. But devil, they will literally do anything to seize power. Devil, angel. They come in the guise of an angel. Oh, we just love everybody. But it's really devil energy. They are going to do anything to seize power. Okay, now one of the very recent examples of this is the communists in China. They love everybody, equality for everybody, blah, 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 blah. How did that actually work out? They murdered millions of people. Okay, at the end of the day, when they were seizing power, they murdered millions and millions of people. And when the communists were seizing power, it's all about the proletariat, blah, 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 blah. And then they murdered millions of people. So they come as angels, but it's devil energy. It's not about equality at all. It's about power. Okay, so this is a very interesting reading here. I said, how successful was this boycott? It doesn't talk about the boycott. It talks about how wonderful and pure their motives are, and how much they love them, and that's their foundation. Their foundation is love for everyone. But underneath it, it's very clever, and it's pure evil. 666. It's pure selfishness and absolutely evil. They don't love you at all. It's all about them, and it has nothing. The devil doesn't ever think of anyone else. Okay, and the ad here is 6 spades. The 6 spades energy does not think of anyone else. They don't care about anybody else. Okay, so they literally have no plan. And I intentionally read to you his exact words. Pure word salad. I have a brain, and I can read, and I'll bet you can read too, and I bet you have a brain too. I don't see any plan. It reads to me like pure word salad, like la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. This energy. That's what's on the surface. We love you. We just want to hug you. That's not a razor blade and a dagger in my hand. We just want to love you. Oh, come over here, baby. Oh, kiss, 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 kiss. That's how they talk. Okay, but look at what they're doing with the riots. Kiss, 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 and then they shoot people in their cars. And then they shoot each other. And then the murder rate goes up 900% in a week. And then they're blowing up ATMs to steal the money out of them. That's love, baby. That's the new world of love, baby. It's love. Okay, so is their plan anarchy? Okay, is the plan just 10 spades? Destroy what exists so they can replace it with what they want, which is pure seizing of power. It's a coup. Okay, so is the real plan anarchy? Let's just take a look. Is the real plan anarchy? And again, I'm just taking a side because then we're going to read the cards a lot easier. Then the cards come out. You can just read them easier if you have to take a side. Don't ask too general of a question. Ask as specific a question as you can. Is the plan actually anarchy? Long-term plan, step by step by step by step, communicating, action. The 9 diamonds, I'm not sure anything is actually faster than the 9 diamonds card. There's a Corvette on here. This guy Mercury's on here. He's got wings on his feet. He's the messenger of the gods. He's there. He's a lot faster than UPS. He's a lot faster than FedEx. He's really fast. 14, 24, 6 spades. Selfish. This selfish, underhanded, deceptive plan is they're carrying it out long-term, step by step by step. And it's an indoctrination plan. It's about media. 9 diamonds is the perfect media card. So it's electronic media. It's social media. That's what we're talking about. So they have a long-term plan that they're carrying out step by step for social media, and it's purely selfish. It only benefits them. It's not going to benefit you. Not as a free person. It's not going to. If you're, down with this slavery stuff, being re-enslaved, then maybe that plan is for you. Okay, what do we have here on the bottom? Finger of God. Outside influences connected to the foundation to transform the whole world. And 8 hearts is a deception card to deceptively transform the whole world. 16 plus 7, 23, 34, 36, 9 spades to stop everything. 9 spades and 10 spades. Put a stop to everything and destroy everything. This is their vision, to destroy everything to put a stop to what is. Okay, so underneath, they have outside intervention. They have big money flowing in. Okay, when you see these riots, there is video footage of people dropping off piles of bricks. And then the next thing that happens is bricks are being thrown through windows and there's looting. Okay, and there are people delivering frozen water in bulk, big packages of frozen water. And then the next thing that happens is rioters are throwing frozen water at the cops to hit them just like bricks. Okay, that's a brick. But it's a frozen water bottle. So there's outside influences. People are saying it's Soros, okay, and people associated with George Soros. And by the way, George Soros is Hungarian. He's a Hungarian Jewish guy. Hungary has banned any organization associated with George Soros because that's how toxic he is. His own country has completely banned any money flowing into it from any George Soros foundation. That's how bad his own country he's a Hungarian. And Hungary is like, none of this George Soros money, none, zero, zip. We're not accepting any of it because he's a nation destroyer. He's a billionaire nation destroyer. Okay, so outside influences to completely transform. So is the plan complete destruction, anarchy? It's a long-term plan, and the plan is to completely transform the world. And they have a lot of outside money doing it. Okay, and by the way, that's how Ocasio-Cortez got elected. A whole bunch of outside money came in to elect this previous bartender, this very young woman, the youngest person who's in the House of Representatives. I think she's a representative. To that, nobody ever heard of her before, but they put 20 times more funding behind Ocasio-Cortez than the challenger, and they gerrymandered the district. That's a technical word, gerrymandered. Okay, they realigned the district so that it's all people just favorable to this far left leaning, and she got in. A lot of money, gerrymandering the district, and outside push. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So is their plan anarchy? They have it's outside forces are controlling this. This is not a grassroots organization. It's not about what they tell you it's about. Okay, let's review it. Is this a blatant attempt to silence all non-leftist voices? Harry and Meghan are clearly standing with, the far left. That's what this is about. This is about Harry and Meghan, and this is Meghan's idea. This is her whole plan. Align herself with the powerful people on the side where she wants to make her money. And that's what Harry's now doing. The plan is divide and destroy. Divide and conquer and destroy everything. And they want to go all the way to the top. They're working every opportunity, and they're working a very long-term plan, and there's a huge organization behind them. So is it to silence? It's not about silencing, it's about destroying everything that exists. And this is the media arm of doing that. So it goes way beyond silencing dissenting voices. It goes way beyond silencing dissenting voices. They want to completely destroy and take over. Okay, and this is part of that. Is Harry completely on board? Meghan is manipulating him like a hand puppet. Okay, this is Meghan's plan. This is her foundation. And I've said that before, and people hated it when I said it. I said Meghan was killing it, and people on my channel got really upset. Well, what I mean by that, this is Meghan's message. This is absolutely Meghan's message. Come hell or high water, no matter what, this is Meghan's message. She is the woke duchess, and this is her thing. It's not Harry's thing. It never was. And So she's manipulating Harry, but Harry is committed to this one thing. And then when this one thing, after this one thing, she's going to get him to do the next thing. And she just commits him one little piece at a time. He's not committed like she is, but he doesn't have to be. She's manipulating him. So she just pressured him and pressured him and pressured him until he did it. And this is a really big deal. Okay, even though he's only taking one step, and then one step, baby step, and another baby step, and another baby step, every baby step he takes leads him further down, and it's a big deal. This is very significant for Harry. These are very, very significant steps for Harry. I don't think he sees that. He thinks this is the right thing to do right now. No, what you do resonates into the future. It's a math problem. It's a chess game. Every move you make changes the makeup of the board, and you're going to have to deal with it later. It's not a comedy show. It's not an episodic comedy show where you can start over like nothing happened in the next episode. That's not how it works. It's not it's not Austin Powers. Okay. So how's this boycott going? This is so interesting because it doesn't talk about the boycott. This is about we're just angels and we love you. Swirled peas, we love you. But underneath there's a very nefarious plan, very clever, very evil, very nefarious plan to control all the people in the foundation. And it's very calculated and very evil. So, but on the surface, we're just all love, and we just speak in bumper sticker, and there's literally nothing behind these words. We don't have a plan. If you ask us any questions, we say things like, haha, we don't know, let's have a drink. Maybe we'll do lunch next Tuesday, but they literally don't. They're not the ones with the plan. The plan is behind them. They're useful idiots. And I hate to say, people are going to be offended by that. All right. So is the plan anarchy? Okay. Is the root of this plan anarchy? Hamster wheel, Mercury. There is a long-term plan that they're carrying out bit by bit, and it's through the media. And outside forces are working to change the whole world and the foundation of the world. So this is the media aspect of changing the world and completely changing everything. So, and that's how China became communist. That's how Russia became communist. Okay, and I'm Polish, and most of my relatives are still in Poland, and they were trapped behind the Iron Curtain, and none of them have a single good word to say about communism. You will never hear a positive anything about communism from anyone in my family ever until the day they die. Okay, communism is a terrible, terrible thing, and that's what they're trying to institute. That's what they're actually doing. It's Marxism, and from Marxism you get communism. And this is the media effort. Okay, you have to change the minds of all the stupid people so that you can oppress them and completely take over. And that's what they're doing. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who've bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.